What's up, YouTube? Today I have 5 things you did not know about the Corvette C6. This video is geared towards people who are not familiar with the Corvette C6. If you do own a Corvette C6, stick around for the video because you might learn something new, and one of these 5 things might save your life. Number 1, the Corvette C6 does not have any door handles. As you look around the Corvette C6 doors, you'll notice there's no door handles that stick out. Instead, this car uses door switches. So it's all electronical. So what happens if your battery dies and you're inside your car on a hot summer day with your windows all the way up? How do you get out the door? How do you get out the car? This is exactly what happened to this man in Texas. He got stuck inside his car because his battery died and his windows were all the way up and he could not get out the car. And unfortunately he did not make it. So what do? Easy, just pop the roof open like if you were in a Fast and the Furious going after the parts truck and you get out the car. No, I'm just playing, but popping the roof open will not work. So stick around for the rest of the video to find out why this will not work. So how do you get out? You'll notice there's handles on both sides of the car on the floor. You just pull those and those will open your door. This is very important because not many people know there's mechanical door handles on the floor of the car. Like, especially for me, I did not notice the car had mechanical door handles. I was just struck by the fact that this car uses door switches instead of a mechanical door handle that you pull to open the car. What about if your battery's dead and you're trying to get it inside your car? What do? Well, GM made a secret backdoor entrance to the Corvette, and this is how you get in. First, you take out your emergency key from your fob, then you go to the trunk of your car, and underneath by the license plate bulbs there should be a key cylinder. You stick your emergency key in there and that should pop open your hatch, and from there should be a little handle that you pull and that opens up your door, and that's how you get inside your car. Number 2, since we are on the topic about rooftops, not all models of the Corvette C6 come equipped with the removable rooftop. This is why I said if your battery is dead and you're inside your car, removing the roof will not work, because what if you have the model without the removable roof? You're still stuck inside. So the only models that did not come with the removable tops were the ZR1 and the Z06. I believe the Grand Sport Corvettes did have the removable tops. The C6 base models, which is the one I have, does have the removable top. This is something I did not know until one of my friends bought a Z06. He was trying to remove the roof, and I explained to him how to remove the roof. You gotta have your trunk open, you know, because that's where you store the roof. Then you pull down both sun visors and you'll expose the latches on the driver and passenger side. You pull those and you pull the rear one. You lift up the roof and you carry it to the back and you slide it where meant to be stored in the trunk. Number 3, this car comes equipped with the deflooding/flooding procedure. You can spin the engine without actually starting the car, just to bring up your oil pressure. This is perfect for if you did like an oil change or you've been working in the engine, or if the car has been sitting for months. Pretty cool feature to have. I didn't know I had it, so I'm gonna show you how to do the deflooding procedure. First, make sure your car is in neutral. Have your emergency brake up, obviously. Press the clutch down and press the gas pedal all the way down. By pressing the gas pedal all the way down, you're basically telling the ECU you want to cut off your fuel injectors. Then start the car and you'll hear the engine spinning. Clutch all the way in, gas all the way in, then start the car. Then you start the car. And that's how you do the flooding/deflooding procedure on a Corvette. Number 4, you don't have to go to a dealer to get a new key fob program. When you lose your keys, the usual procedure to get a new key is take the car to the dealership, purchase a new key fob, and pay for the programming on top of that. But if you lost all your keys, not only you're paying for the programming and a new key fob, you got to pay for towing because you got to get the dealer to do it, right? For the C6 Corvette, you don't have to take your car to the dealer to get a new key fob program. I found this through my other friend who bought a Corvette C6. Yeah, he went to a party and lost his keys. I asked him about it, right? Because I was curious to see how much he paid for programming, and he told me all he did is purchase the fob and did the programming himself. But yeah, I did find videos on YouTube on how to do it, so save you a little bit of money there. So yeah, I haven't tried this myself, but I'm going to try it because I do have one fob and I want to have two fobs just in case I lose one. Number 5, the Corvette C6 uses transverse leaf springs. This came up to a surprise to me when I first put the car in the rack and I noticed the car had leaf springs. So to me, leaf springs, the technology of using leaf springs as suspensions was something that people use in the past, right? Like for old vehicles. But GM used leaf springs from their C4s to their C7 Corvettes. But the leaf springs used on the C4 Corvettes were different on the leaf springs used on the C5s to C7 Corvettes. The leaf springs on the C5 through the C7 Corvettes serve as two purposes. One as a ride spring, and two as an anti-roll spring. Yeah, the C4 Corvette did not have that anti-roll leaf spring technology that the C5s through C7 Corvettes have. So why did GM use leaf springs on their C5s through C7 Corvettes, which are like, the newer models, but not really new, but you wouldn't expect leaf springs on those cars, right? So why did they use leaf springs? I'll tell you why. Because they were cheap and effective and they worked. Think about it. How many cars out there handle better than a Z06 Corvette? Now, those cars that handle better than a Z06 Corvette, how much do those cars cost? So those were 5 things you might not know about the Corvette C6. Hope you guys learned something new. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful to anybody looking into buying a Corvette C6. I know there's more things, more features that I did not go over. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.